Hi guys, how you doing? Sunday night, I've had a golf weekend in Arran, so I'm just back. Bit of sleep deprived, less said about my golfing, the better. But I've just come down to the gym to set up for session A, week 2, which is another good one. Really quite similar to last week 1 session A. But what I've decided to do is we're going to try and condense, like I said, we've only got 10 weeks. I'm trying to just squeeze as much out of each session as possible. So we're going to try and condense a couple more exercises into a couple of the 12-minute sections. So for example, in the landmine press section, you're still going to do 3 sets. And you're also going to do 3 sets of the one-legged wall squats, I'm afraid to tell you. But we're also going to incorporate an RDL, single leg RDL into that. So in other words, to accommodate this, I'm going to take away the rest periods, which sounds pretty cruel, but so you just have to see each exercise is an active rest from the next, if that makes sense. So basically all 3 exercises in that section are working different muscle groups. So we really are trying to just do a full body strength workout. So when you do the landmine presses, your lower body's getting a wee rest, etc. So you're just going to rotate around these 3 exercises and get the 3 sets of them all out in the 12 minutes. Bench press in the chin up section will remain the same. Main thing I wanted to focus on in that one is to be a bit be quite vigilant about your rest periods. So when you're lifting 5 to 6 reps in the bench press, I know I've said it before, but for the benefit of newbies especially, you need to give yourself 2 to 3 minutes rest between sets in order for you to be able to maintain that weight for that sort of intensity for 5 or 6 reps. And if you don't, you'll end up just having to drop the weight significantly if you're only giving yourself a minute between. So try and sort of be quite measured with it. You probably want to get out about 4 hard sets in 12 minutes, possibly 5. If you're doing a set right at the start of the 12 minutes, or a working set, then you'll get 5 out. So don't do any more than that, and give yourself rest to time it so that you're not going back to your next set for 2 or 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. And then, yeah, so that's the session. Look forward to it. You've got the other 2 sections that are going to be quite similar as well. Again, though, we're going to throw in a third exercise to the reverse lunge section. So you're going to be doing some reverse lunges, but you're also going to be doing some side planks in amongst the hamstring isometric that you did last week. With the reverse lunges, I mentioned it last week, I mentioned it again. Have a plan. Do not start off lighter than you can manage. So if anything, I'd rather you started off heavier, so that by the third set you can no longer do 8 reps because it's too hard. If you're completing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, or 3 sets of 10 reps at the same weight the whole way through, it means you haven't lifted heavy enough. Okay, there should be some requirement to drop the weight at some point by that third set. Okay, so just bear that in mind and try and make a plan based on what weights you lifted last week. Okay, anyway, see you soon.